Amy Allmon, your hope slinger, and I am doing a little bit of missions work today on the road. And I had about a 10-minute window here, and I thought, what a perfect time, seeing as how I don't know what tonight is going to hold exactly. I thought, let's go ahead and come to you now live rather than maybe a lot later tonight. So, how has your day been? If I look like I've been up since 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, it's because I have. The traveling day started early, but everything went well. Very, very pleased, blessed to be here. So, as we begin, I wanted to share a few things. First of all, in case you're just new and you're running across this, welcome. What we are doing is looking at one verse from the Bible, and it is Galatians 6:9, and it says, "So don't allow yourself to become weary in doing good, for at the proper time you will reap a harvest of blessings if you don't give up." Now, that is such a word for today, as we are looking at being inundated with not so fun stuff, not so great stuff. And we have talked about, I mean, it's been so glorious so far, because we have talked about it's not a matter of if you're weary or not, or if you're tired or not. I can say honestly that right now, if you're going to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, then you're going to be physically tired. Um, but I am simultaneously energized with that joy and with that strength that comes in the weakness, right? That Jesus promises. So really, I was burdened to have this discussion with you about 6 weeks ago on this YouTube format, which I'm not familiar with. I have some videos that I've done. Hello, hello, welcome. But I am no influencer. I am no expert by any means. And I don't know. I'm feeling convicted even at saying I'm not an influencer. I think we're all influencers. You know what I'm saying? Hey, new subscriber, welcome, welcome. Influencers, in that there's usually always somebody watching to see what our reaction is to things. I mean, let's not forget that even though I'm coming to you here on this YouTube platform, we have influence over everybody that we see every day, everybody that we come into contact with every day. Influencers and being an influencer has multiple platforms, not just social media. So I think that this verse really speaks to all of us, whether we're out here, working the nonprofit ministry and healing and talking to people about not losing hope, or whether we are doing any number of things that life throws our way. There are people watching to see how we are reacting to things. So as we look at this, that we have a call, if you will, we have a reminder not to grow weary in doing good, because we will reap. The question we've been looking at this week is, what kind of stuff are we sowing? We've talked about the connection of sowing and reaping. And I asked you last night, what kind of things are you sowing? I guess I'm still kind of curious. I'm kind of stuck on that. Would love to have you continue to think about that. Here's the thing, my friends. I'm not going to come along with a checklist and grade your answers, okay? These are things for you to think about, to take personal responsibility. There's a word for today. If we would take personal responsibility. Amen. If we would be respectful and kind and gracious because it's the right thing to do, right? And not because someone is grading us over it, but because we know that's how we should be acting. It's a novel concept. I would love for us to be able to discuss this, and as simple as it may seem, the question is that how you're living? Is that how I'm living? Is that how we are living? There are enough grotesque examples of people not living that way. And when we hear and we see, we live in an age where we can see the pure evil. Instead of having us shrink back, it should have us shine the light even more. It should have us shine that light even more, because the world needs it. You can't see the things that are going on today and be unaffected if you have a heart. But here's the thing we're encouraged to do from Galatians 6:9 is we are encouraged not to get tired of doing good. Don't weaken on doing good. Continue to put out hope. Continue to give off that healing. Continue to present the good in things. So I don't know. I think just because of the heaviness of some of the things that have happened in the past few days, I really, we're going to camp on this a little bit this week in the whole sowing and reaping. And when we see that we have a direct part to play in that, of sowing good, so that we can be reaping good, right? It's all connected. But not just for you. This is where we're going to kind of look at tomorrow and probably Friday. You realize when it talks about sowing and reaping, which is a biblical truth, you can find it all over in the Bible. So if that's a thing, it doesn't just affect us. That's the beautiful thing. Yes, it's personal responsibility as a way to live. But when we choose to do the right thing, it affects others. When we choose to show love, it affects others. So part of that sowing and reaping is how the kingdom gets shown and spread here. It's an incredible privilege and a responsibility. And it's something that can get very tiring if you aren't plugged into that eternal power source, if you're not staying close and having that relationship with Jesus. It makes it very hard. So anyway, I just wanted to pop on here because I knew I had a moment. And I wanted to remind you that although personal responsibility of sowing and reaping is so integral to it, don't forget the lasting effect that you have on others when you choose to not grow weary in doing good, and you choose to still be the light, and you choose the good. Hey, Aunt Lil, I'm so happy when I get to see you and say hi. At least I get to see your name. So you can ponder on that tonight. I just felt really strongly about giving you guys some encouragement today. If you want to know more about Hope Slinger Ministries or what we do and travel around, both our stationary healing and on the road healing, feel free to go to the website and check it out, amyallmon.com. I can tell you all about it. But most of all, I want you to continue to hang with me. You guys, 113 subscribers. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for all of these new friends. And I hope that this can be a blessing for you. And I hope that you can gain some value. And if nothing else, there's someone who's telling you and reminding you, I'm in your corner. I'm going to encourage you to do not grow weary in doing good. And you keep shining out there, okay? There are ways, there are things that only you can do. You have been put here to do. So let's continue on. And that's what I want you to think about today. So we will see you tomorrow at some point. And I want you all to just remember how special and loved you are. We will talk to you soon. Be blessed to be a blessing. Bye-bye.